Hello, my name is Samantha Schmidt. This is the 15-minute video recording for the final. So question number 1 is just describing terms. So A is the gut. The gut is considered the inner tube of life. This is the gastrointestinal tract that connects from the mouth to the anus. The gut has villi that pick up nutrients from the food that is consumed, which is then given to enzymes to break down the food to be used within the body. Bacteria contained within the gut breaks down and absorb the maximum amount of nutrients needed before excess waste leaves the body. Question B is about gut microbes. Gut microbes make up the gut's microbiota, which is all the microorganisms that live within the gut. The microbiome is all of the microbes and their genes combined. There's no real space within the gut because the walls are aligned with the microbes, and also any open space is also filled with microbes, free floating within the gut. Bacteria are small. They're really, really tiny, but they make up for it with their numbers, and 60% of stool is also made up of bacteria, live and dead. Gut microbes are individual to each person, and they begin to colonize the moment you are born, and they can differ in how you are born. French kissing can pass upwards of 80 million healthy bacteria. Gut microbes are also impacted by our age, illness, medications that are taken, and even the lifestyle led by an individual. Antibiotics tend to kill the gut microbes and destroy the diversity of the bacteria in the gut. C is gut microbes and what we eat. One major impact on gut microbes is how we eat. Microbes influence what we eat and how healthy we remain. The diversity of the gut microbes is in part due to the food that we consume. Obesity is caused by the gut microbiome, and this will also affect how difficult it is for an individual to lose weight. Highly processed foods lead to a loss in the diversity of the microbiome. Some diseases can even be linked to the change in the microbiome. The gut is considered a second brain. There are 500 million neurons contained within the gut that connect to the vagus nerve. The gut can send signals up to the brain, therefore changing the way the brain functions and processes information. Gut microbes are also linked to neurodisorders. What we eat is processed by the gut microbes and can predetermine what we will eat next. There is evidence that changing the gut microbes can then have an impact on eating behaviors. Part D, gut microbe therapy. Roman numeral 1, or I. What is it? Gut microbe therapy is manipulating the gut microbiome within an individual, either with pharmaceuticals, prebiotics and probiotics, or with a gut microbe transplant. 2. How is it therapeutic? This is therapeutic because it will treat other potentially harmful diseases within the person. Treating the gut microbes could lead to a reduced risk of obesity and lessened depression. What is one research study related to gut microbes that is found to affect health? That's number 3, or Roman numeral 3. One research study related to gut microbes is a gut microbe transplant. Can be used for multiple different reasons, but the donor selection must be very thorough. What is a new thing you learned from this theory that you did not know before? I honestly had no idea that there was a gut microbe transplant, and the way they described it in the video was fecal matter being transplanted into somebody. Kind of weird. It makes sense because there's so much within the body that can be transplanted, like kidneys, liver, heart, but it really never just crossed my mind. I also didn't consider the fact that the donor would have to be thoroughly studied because of eating problems that could arise down the road, such as weight gain further down the road that could increase the possibility of weight gain within the recipient of the microbe transplant. Other transplants really, I don't feel have to consider future complications that may potentially arise later on from the donor, unless they were already predetermined issues. I mean, I know transplants, they go through a lot of testing before they're just, oh, you can remove this and give it to somebody else. Number 3, what are the specific areas, emotion, or mood of our body that get affected by the type of microbes in our guts? Specific areas within the body that are affected by the type of microbes within the gut would be the brain and how it functions. The vagus nerve takes sensory information from the gut microbes and affects how the brain comprehends information. This can cause a change in mood and our emotions. The microbes can affect digestion by holding on to unnecessary nutrients when the body is under stress, leading to an unhealthy amount of weight gain. Question number 4. Important chemicals and hormones found in our brains that are thought to be affecting our overall health are now found to be produced in our guts and not necessarily within our brains. The idea is make your gut healthier for improvement of overall health. One major element to make our guts is bacteria. So chemicals and hormones thought to be made in the brain can also be produced within the gut are dopamine and serotonin. These are pretty big ones that a lot of people understand and know. These are produced within the substantia nigra within the brain, but also may be produced by the bacteria in the gut reacting with certain foods. These two chemicals help to regulate your emotions and mood swings. Dopamine also helps the basal ganglia perform its functions with motor movement. It helps the direct and indirect pathways, allowing for fluid movements with tone in your muscles. If you don't have it, it causes a dyskinesia, which is a movement disorder. Due to the video, this question doesn't have a number. Due to the video, how is the type of our bacteria determined at the beginning? Do we get bacteria microbes from others or any other external activities? And if so, what types of activities or elements cause us to exchange our bacteria? Bacteria is originally determined by how an individual is born. An individual delivered vaginally will be exposed to different bacteria than those that are delivered via cesarean section. Another influence on an infant with their microbiome is if they are fed with breast milk or if they are fed with formula. Breast milk contains microbes important for an infant's developing microbiome. Other external activities that can alter the microbes include French kissing, the environment you live in, if you have pets, the amount of people you live with. Bacteria can be exchanged by breastfeeding, French kissing, a dog licking your face, or simply being outside in nature. Number 5. What types of food is considered effective to increase good bacteria or good microbes in our guts? List 5 food sources that improve gut microbes. You may get additional information from other sources you personally have access to. Food that is not highly processed is good for the microbiome. High processed food is beneficial for the bad bacteria in the gut, and it decreases the diversity of the gut microbiome. Good food for the gut microbes is healthy foods that have prebiotic and probiotic qualities to them. These foods support a healthy microbiome with lots of diversity. 5 types of foods that improve gut health are yogurt, seaweed, sauerkraut, mangoes, garlic, and really anything that's kind of fermented. So kombucha is also a really good option. Number 6. What is the effect of taking too many biotics for too long for our bodies and gut bacteria? What other things that affect reducing gut bacteria that in turn deteriorate overall health? Taking antibiotics for too long of an amount of time can have a detrimental effect on the gut microbiome. Antibiotics will kill whatever bacteria is causing the body to be sick, but it will also kill off bacteria in the gut. This would cause a decrease in the diversity of the bacteria in the gut. Overall, an extended period of time, this could cause a decrease in your overall health. This would make it easier to be more susceptible to gastrointestinal illnesses, and it would make it harder to, I can't think of the word, to get better from them. Number 7. What do you yourself in order to improve your gut bacteria? List 3 things you may want to do. If you have done gut microbe theory yourself, share the effects of it. I personally take care of my gut bacteria by trying to eat a balanced and healthy diet without a lot of highly processed foods. I'm not perfect. I do enjoy processed foods occasionally. I also really enjoy prebiotic sodas and lots of yogurt. I also take probiotics because I have a sensitive stomach that easily gets upset about something that I have ate or drank. I should eat more green leafy vegetables such as seaweed. I should drink more fermented drinks such as kombucha. And I should probably eat even less highly processed foods than I currently do at this moment. It's very easy to tell when I eat and drink healthier because overall I am in a better mood and also have more energy. That is my final project on the gut microbiome. Thank you.